Oh, hi, Werder Bremen. It's Aussie villain, Grindavik manager. Yeah, in the Champions League, that's right. Look, our game against you coming up here is my 500th in charge of the club, and I was really hoping that you could mark the occasion with some sort of pre-game ceremony or something. Yeah, look, I know you don't usually celebrate opposition managers, but this is a really big accomplishment for me, so I was real... Hello? Singen samman till segerstroppen Malta Grindavik. Och jag vet, vid vattnen ger idag. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on The Impossible Dream. It is season 11 episode, I don't know, number at 2. It's been a long time, it's been a week away. Apologies for that. I hope you enjoyed the week of Haas as much as I enjoyed watching the Champions League Saturday night last week. Apologies, I just could not record Sunday. Really do feel bad about that one. But anyway, title special, Aussie Villain celebrates his 500th game with Grindavik at Werder Bremen. And yeah, well, the bastards won't do anything to celebrate me, so we'll have to go and beat them, won't we? Now, we've not missed too much. We've done there's a little bit of transfer stuff that's been going on since last episode, but we'll deal with that when we get to the transfer special. So there's nothing really to do other than just get straight into things. So we are going to be away to the German side. We should probably just refresh ourselves with how the table stands. And here it is here. So Werder Bremen are sitting up there in 13th, 9 points from their 5 games. Now, we've had some good results, but we've had a lot of bad ones as well. So we really do need to win here because, again, as a refresher to our last 2 games that we have after this one, well, we'll be hosting Manchester United. We will see that today. And then we go to Paris Saint-Germain for the final game next episode. So a lot to not like about these fixtures. So, yeah, we need to win here. Maybe we can do another point against Man United. Maybe we can even beat them like we almost beat Man City, and then we just pray as we go to Paris. But let's go and see what we're doing here. Werder Bremen, we're expecting them to be a vertical tiki-taka 5-3-2, I guess you would call that. This is the team that we're sending out. It is a whole lot of names we're not going to remember anymore because it's been a week away. Puyol in goal, Calderon, Degen, Vinci, and Juleson as the back 4. Jonsson, Antonio, and Bakali in midfield. It's Kosh, it's Higuain, it's Sinistera getting the start for this one. Now, in terms of injuries, Volpez, well, he's not injured, he's suspended. Gislerasa wouldn't have played anyway. Boutenson has got a bit of an injury, so he's not available for this one. So we just need to find someone to put our chances away. Let's hope Sinistera is that man. All right, so we can see the team sheets here. Do I recognize any names there? I don't think so. Short bench as well, which is interesting. Capable would pick up where you left off last time out. There's no pressure on us here. We're the underdogs. Performance. We've got nothing to lose, which I think we're capable of. I think we're going to go with that. And yeah, well, we just got to win, don't we? And here we go. Can we take a big German scout? That's a little bit of a different shape to what we're expecting, isn't it? Or is it... I guess it's the same. They look like they're more advanced to like number 10s almost, but compared to us, am I dreaming that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll deal with it when we get out there. Yeah, obviously, Juleson playing right back is not ideal. We'd rather have Volpez out there, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. Now, if I remember correctly from a week ago, we were creating chances, we just haven't had anyone to take them. So maybe a week off is going to put everybody's mind straight, and we can take these chances that we've been creating. We will be voting on our Viewers Player of the Year as well, if anybody can remember. The season's gone, then yeah, good luck. Let's hope that we can still get a good nominee. And there's a good ball for Sinistera. Oh, he's hit the post! In the 2nd minute, it was almost a dream start. Oh, can you believe that? I mean, we can because we've just seen it, but that's unbelievable. So it shows, again, that we are capable here, doesn't it? Juleson getting forward. Can he pick up Bakali's run? Sinistera is bouncing around. It is going to get picked up again by Juleson. Antonio is there. We use him. Antonio, ball forward there for Higuain, who buries it, and we do have a 1-0 lead in the 17th minute. And, well, we have looked very much the better team here. This is much more like what I thought we could do in Europe this year. And, well, good ball forward from Antonio. And he's picked out Higuain's run. The defender's not gone with him. And the goalkeeper, not much chance, you have to say. 1-0. Let's keep this going, boys. Come on. Their wing-back, actually, that let Thingo go. Higuain go's got a bit of a knock, it looks like. So... maybe that's just to his ego. Kosh, ball in, back post, it's headed away. Bakali should pick it up. What can he do? Calderon back to Bakali. Oh, looking for the little ball there for Sinistera. Didn't quite come off. Vinci is there. All the way back we go to Puol. Degan. Cross there for Calderon. And we come forward again. Higuain, just heavy touch. And this is becoming a little bit of a long old highlight at this point. And we've nicked that with Vinci. Kosh. Back to Juleson. To Vinci. Jonsson gets it wide. Nice ball there for Calderon. Higuain, back to Calderon. There's the ball for the Bakali run. And the goalkeeper has made a save on what would have been one of the goals of the season. Kosh again from the corner. Can we find Degan at the near post? We go more into the middle. And it is headed away. Highlights starting with the Germans this time. And, oh, we've nicked that off them. Sinistera again. Sinistera again. And Sinistera gets his goal. And we are 2-0 up in the first half. Away from home. Now, we had this last season, didn't we, at Atletico Madrid, where we were 2-0 up at half-time and looking quite good. Second half, that they really did. But that's a poor pass. And Antonio just looked up, didn't he? Knew where Sinistera was going to be. And Sinistera has taken his chance and doubled that lead of ours. Now, if we can hang on to this, 68% possession. This is as good as we've looked in Europe for a very long time. And can we get to the break? We can. Halftime team talk. Is it more of the same? Or do we need to be a little bit more, don't let performance levels drop, which is what I would usually do. I think it's got to be don't let performance levels drop, doesn't it? Like, yeah, we're doing okay. Like, we're doing well. We're doing very well. But Carly's not having a great game, so we're not happy with you. But yeah, I mean, we're doing well. We're dominating possession, so we've just got to keep those performance levels going. And not, I still wish there was a talk that you could give them to, like, they're going to get a rocket here. We just need to, be aware that they're going to come out at us here and not be happy with how things are gone. But I guess that's don't get complacent. But I feel like it's a little bit different. Complacent to me would be if you are the favourites for the game. Then you don't want to get complacent. Whereas we're away from home, to a much bigger reputation side, you would think complacency isn't the issue. It's being prepared for them to come at us. But anyway, the second half is ticking by. And other than that one highlight of theirs, we've not seen too much, which is absolutely fine. Let's just back it off to positive. I don't want to go defensive like I did against Man City and they scored. Degan, crossfield ball. If we could score a third, that's surely it this late in the game. Kosh for Sinistera. Sinistera back to Kosh. Cross comes looping in. And the goalkeeper claims. We do not want them scoring in the 89th minute because that would just be cruel. Come on. I mean, it wouldn't be cruel. It would be cruel if they got a second. But I'm enjoying it right now. If they get a second, if they get a goal, then I suddenly start crapping myself. Here we go, Calderon for Sinistera. If he's onside, he's missed it anyway. Focus, boys, focus. Let's see this out. This is going to be a massive, massive result. We have gone to Germany and we have beaten Bayern, who is it? Werder Bremen even, 2-1. 2-0 even. 2-0. I'm too excited to talk. I can't even think. I'm proud of that, boys. That was brilliant. So a huge result that keeps our Champions League hopes alive. We are just outside of the of where we need to be. We're going to need to beat Manchester United, aren't we? That's no way around that. Now, they have 9 points. We have 7. So you could argue it's not completely impossible, although they've lost to Real Madrid at home. You never know. So what a way to come back after the break. It's Real Madrid and Cadiz are through. Cadiz is through. That's surprising, isn't it? I sort of said that, and then the brain clicked in. Like, wait, whoa. Cadiz is in the knockout rounds. So we've got another 2.4 million. In terms of the finances, Antonio with both assists. We've had him for a long, long time now, and he is still just... He's still just really good, isn't he? He's technically not brilliantly all round, but first touch, passing, vision, technique. He's got what you need from your central midfielders. So that is that. Finances are still looking quite good. 64 million. We have spent a little bit of our transfer budget, as you can see. But as I said, we'll deal with that when we get to the summer transfer special. All right, wait right there. We'll be back in a little bit to face Manchester United. Okay, so it is now time for you to vote on your Viewers Player of the Year. Now, again, apologies, there's been such a gap. It makes it difficult to remember how everybody's been doing. But thank everybody who nominated. We had multiple nominations. So what I've done is I've taken the 3 with the highest average match rating. And that's the way that we're going to do got the nominees. The reason that's 3 and not 4 is that there were 2 players tied for 4th and 5 nominees just doesn't quite... It just makes it all very difficult. Then it's too many. So in alphabetical order, the first nominee is Baltinson. 24 goals, 1 assist, and an average match rating of 7.5 for him. The second man is the great man, Fausto Godini. 25 goals for him this season, no assists. What a selfish man. And a 7.85 average. And the final nominee is someone that I expect big things from maybe next season, more so than this season, but did have a solid first season with us in Raul. 4 goals, 1 assist, an average match rating of 7.52. So the way this works, same as always, there'll be a link down top of the description below there. It'll take you through to a straw poll. Vote on who you think has been our best or your favourite player this season, and we will announce the winner at our end of season awards, in all likelihood next episode, unless could we beat Manchester United. Alright, welcome back. We are getting ready to face Manchester United, but we do so with Carlos Volpez, officially a Grindavik player through and through. We've signed him from his loan deal, so he is here. Just a reminder of Volpez, he's a right back for us. He doesn't have the jumping reach. He can cover at centre back, obviously, but that's not what we've signed him to be. Yeah, we signed him. He's on 82 grand a week, which is a lot of money for a player in Iceland, I would imagine. The actual fee in the end was 14 million, so I think we actually got a bit of a deal there. 14 million for a player of that quality at right back. I don't think it's... Look at that. I mean, physically, he's just an absolute monster, isn't he? So I'm really pleased with that. Now, the other thing that has become official is the expansion of the new Grindavik Stadium. So it's going to move into a 11,500 capacity stadium once the expansion is completed. So it's an extra almost 4,000 seats. I think it was 4.2 million was the cost, and that will be done ready for the end of this calendar season and the calendar year. So we're in January right now. So come the end of the year in November, the Grindavik Stadium will be expanded. So that's obviously a good thing as well. But we are here to face Manchester United right now. So here we go. These are the fixtures. It's our final home game of the league phase, and we need a result if we are any chance. If we're going to talk about seriously getting into the knockout rounds, then we need to win this game. We're expecting a 4-3-3 out of them. We're expecting them to be a gegenpressing side, and this is the team we're sending out. Now, one bit of bad news coming into this one is Sinistera injured. Well, he's not injured, he's got the flu. So 2 weeks, he's pretty much Champions League over, which is a shame. So it's going to be a Puol at goal. It is Calderon, Degen, Vinci, and Volpez making his full Grindavik, I'm a Grindavik player debut. Jonsson, Antonio, and Bakali. Kosh, Higuain, and Baltinson goes up top. Yes, he has a heavy match load. We've played some friendlies. We've had our sort of end of season break, which has always just ruined the match sharpness. But he has looked good in those friendlies. So let's hope, for his sake, new season, new Baltinson, he gets back to his best. All right, so here are the team sheets. The Ruud van Nistelrooy, Manchester United. Recognise any names there? Sancho, obviously, still there. Callum Doyle, he came through at Man City, didn't he? He's one of those guys, and Rashford's still there as well. But Doyle's one of those guys, I think he came through at City. But you tend to pick him up quite often, I find anyway, when you're playing in the lesser leagues. So interesting to see him there at Manchester United. We've got nothing to lose to show what we're capable of. I can get on board with that. Yeah, it's a bit like the Manchester City game. We can only benefit. We were expected to lose. So here we go. And oh, look at that work already beginning on the expansion there, which is nice. Yeah, now we're expecting them to be a gegenpressing side, so our basic match plan is going to be exploit the flanks, try and make them go down either side. Wow, we're really redoing the stadium here, aren't we? Yeah, try and make the... There's only one stand left. We should have moved this game somewhere else, really. We're playing in the middle of a construction site. And they're all Manchester United fans that are there. Well, this is just ridiculous. We've given away any home advantage here. Should have moved this to the National Stadium. And there's a roof just to really rub our nose and things. Why are we playing this ground? We're in the... We're literally playing in a construction zone. Anyway. let's just move on from that. Maybe... Oh, that's a good pass, isn't it? It's a very good pass. And they have just split us down the middle. And we are 1-0 down in the second minute. Let's give them some encouragement. And there is not a Grindavik fan in this state. Look at that. Oh, maybe there's one or two of them in there. Or are they just Manchester United away shirts, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's a good pass, isn't it? I wonder if we want to sit a little bit deeper to try and prevent that from happening. I don't want to change everything after one pass, basically, but it was a very good one. Here we go with Volpez. Forward there for Kosh to Volpez. Jonsson gets the ball forward. It is in an awkward... We should really be putting a bit of pressure on that goalkeeper there. Higuain sort of backed off from it a little bit too soon, I think. Anyway, here come Manchester United again. And there's the ball over the top again. Vinci is there. Vinci doesn't really do that much, but I think we've seen enough there, haven't we? We need to drop this line back a little bit to try and prevent the that ball over the top. I mean, we've had more, we haven't now, but at the time I was going to say that sentence, we'd had more possession, so that's even, which is good. Oh, Calderon, that is a apocalyptic touch. And here we go again. It's Antonio intercepting. Look wide. There it is for Kosh. Kosh Bowden's a mile offside. He's a mile offside. I hope it counts, but he's surely an absolute mile offside. They're not even checking this with VAR. It is going to count. It's 1-1. Well. New season, the old Boutenson. He's offside, isn't he? Oh, no, he's done brilliantly. Well done, Boutenson. He just dropped back in behind the defender chasing back. And fair play to Kosh as well, who picked him out beautifully. So, 1-1. We'll have some of that. That's the score, of course, that we had against Manchester City. Calderon does much better there. And, well, this was a kick-off highlight, wasn't it? We couldn't hit them for 2 quick ones, could we? Volpez getting forward. Volpez with a ball in! And Boutenson, unfortunately, on that occasion, didn't still celebrating his goal. Here we go with Antonio. Calderon for Bakali. Bakali goes back for Degen. And it's fine. Good ball for Higuain. Higuain's in, the Manchester City player. And he puts it over the top into the construction zone. Come on. It looks like it's a decent game so far, isn't it? Both teams are giving as good as they get. Is we going to get saved there? Perhaps. Is we going to? It's not English, is it? Certainly not Queen's English, but I don't think he was offside, but I'll take it. No. And it is 2-1 to Manchester United after 25 minutes. Degen maybe was the man there. Wasn't quite where he needed to be, was he? We've had a lot of bids coming in from Degen. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man City, Paris Saint-Germain. They are all in for Degen. And, yeah, it wasn't offside. And, yeah, so far he's happy to stay. He's one of the only ones that's so far happy to stay. But, yeah. He's here for now. We're in that situation, of course, where we can't really, even though the January window is open, we can't really sell anybody because we can't replace them. Though, in truth, we've only got 1 game to go after this. If we were to lose this, then realistically, we'll say we're unlucky, then realistically we're out of the Champions League. So it could be we could look to sell on 1 or 2 players that I don't necessarily think are going to be with us longer term. And not, the Paris Saint-Germain game it'll just be what it is. Here we go with Kosh. Kosh, can he feed his man? He can. Go on, Kosh. Kosh. No. Oh, that was a good chance. Defender did well, took him wide, and there wasn't ultimately much else he could do with no support. It has been an even game. You just think they've got a little bit more quality in front of goal, haven't they? We've not seen a great game here from Higuain. Now, who's our Obot? Do we want... I mean, Higuain's not having a great game, so it doesn't really matter. We could bring Beyonce on to play as an inverted winger out there, but I'm not sure we necessarily want to do that either. Now, the other thing we could do here is we could go a little bit more aggressive on them in terms of our formation, because we need a goal. Realistically, if we don't get at least a point from this, then we're done anyway. Jonsson is more than capable of stepping forward and just being a central midfielder. If we sit him back to a little bit more of a defensive role and see how that goes for us. Because if you print our lineup over theirs now, we've got somebody here. They don't have anybody in there anyway. So, we're opening ourselves up a little bit, especially to an inside forward. But like I say, we need at least a goal. Even that may not be enough. as a loose pass there is picked up, and here they come. Oh, he's in the middle, completely unmarked. Well, if that's offside, he should be shot, because he had the whole of Grindavik Stadium to himself. Oh, he should be shot. Take him out back. That is criminal. How have you played yourself offside there? He's only just, but you don't even take that chance. All right. We've got a few nervous-looking players, which is never great. Obots look nervous coming on. All right, well, we've got really nothing to lose here, do we? We're losing anyway. It's not. If it was a draw, you'd say there's money, coefficient points, there's that sort of thing to try and protect. We don't have that issue. I'm going to bring on Vertees. I'm going to bring on Vertees for... let's bring him on for Jonsson. We'll move you back. Vertees, you can go up front as a deep lying forward on support. Yeah, that's fine. Bakali, you are still going to be our advanced playmaker, mate. You're going to get forward. We're going to get rid of that, and we might get rid of that as well. All right, we have 5 minutes to save ourselves. Can we do it? Can we do it? Fire up, boys. We are in stoppage time. Manchester City broke our hearts in stoppage time, and oh, how we would love to have those extra 2 points right now. Can we do the same thing to Manchester United? Calderon for Boutenson, just not quite. Ball forward. Luis Carlos looks quite decent as a striker, doesn't he? Gosh, can he get there? No. Oh, we're going to get done in stoppage time to make it look way more... Oh, Calderon, look at that. Picks it up. Beautiful. Ball over the top. Nowhere near Boutenson. No, Boutenson puts it. This is it. Boutenson! Oh, no! And we are out of Europe. But how has he missed that? He's got too excited, and he... Oh, that is unbelievable. So, I mean, we needed that point, didn't we? There's teams around us that have still got look, 10-0. Why didn't we play AEK this season? Rian Brewster's playing for him as well. Yeah, if we'd gone to 8 points, it would have been a -1 goal difference, so we would have just been in. It would have been a long shot going to Paris in the final game, but as things stand now, realistically, that's done. And by the time we kick off our final game, I mean, it's still going to be mathematically possible, but that's going to be a hell of a result, isn't it? So there we go, more teams securing their place. We have essentially just... yeah, thanks, Rude, for more little niggly comments there. Yeah, that's essentially us done, which is... He's friends with Simeone and Dyche. Wouldn't you love to be around that dinner table? Yeah, so that's going to just about do it for us. Don't forget to go and vote on your Viewers Player of the Year. We'll announce the winner next episode after our end of season, or after the game when we have our end of season awards. I mean, you never know. Paris are through, aren't they? No, they're not. See, Paris need a result. We're absolutely rooted. All right, so we're going to get spanked in Paris, and then we'll have a nice time at our end of season awards. Take care.